Hey everybody, Olivia here. Today I'm going to tell you about a very interesting topic, which is synthetic biology. So first things first, what exactly is synthetic biology?
Synthetic biology is the design and construction of biological creations for useful purposes. It is an area of research and technology that combines biology and engineering, so it often overlaps with bioengineering and biomedical engineering. So basically, scientists can create organisms with a specific cause, or create things like organs for humans and possibly animals. Technology such as this opens lots of doors for the future of science.
Okay, so now you have a general idea of what it is. So what's good about it? How does society benefit from it?
One thing is advances in medicine. We can now create functioning synthetic organs, which will save hundreds of thousands of lives. Not to mention no more waiting on a list for organ donations. Patients would no longer need to wait the excruciating amount of time it takes to get a matching donor, which is especially good for those who are in need of an immediate transplant. Another benefit is an advance in industry. The discoveries recently made will create an entirely new empire of trade, from the sale of designs for 3D printers to actually selling the organisms and creations themselves. It will provide for new jobs and be a huge boost for the ever-changing economy. Also, synthetic biology can be beneficial for the environment. Organisms can be created with a specific function to somehow help the Earth and its inhabitants, and they can be used to correct human error. For example, an organism could be created whose job is to clean up oil from oil spills, or one could be created to prey on invasive species.
As you can see, there's a lot of good things that come from synthetic biology, but there are some problems too.
Some people believe that by creating organisms and genetically altering organisms, scientists are playing God. Many religions believe that a divine being is the one to create people, resources, and other organisms, and that humans are overstepping their bounds by doing that in the place of those beings. Also, biological terrorism could be taken to a whole new level. If designs and resources fall into the wrong hands, synthetic organisms, diseases, and countless other biological weapons could be unleashed. Finally, there is the issue of property rights. When a person creates a design or makes a discovery, the fact that they are the rightful owner needs to be regulated. When it comes to designs and plans, improper or uncredited uses should be handled as if it were art theft or plagiarism. When it comes to discoveries, we need to make sure the right person is given the right credit for their find.
Wow, some of those problems are pretty serious. Makes you wonder, is synthetic biology safe?
That depends on a person's views. Scientists know what they are doing when they perform a procedure, and experiments are just that, experiments, so there will be trial and error. Religiously, people see it as dangerous, thinking it goes against beliefs, which can lead to some tension. But other than that, synthetic biology is safe when handled by professionals.
Now that you have an idea of what synthetic biology is and what it does, let's look at a more specific part. I'm sure by now everyone has heard of 3D printers. There are really big ones that are used for industry, but there are also small ones that you can buy yourself, and they're small enough to fit on a desk. So what does 3D printing have to do with synthetic biology? Well, I'll tell you. There's this thing called bioprinting. So I guess now the question is, what is bioprinting?
A bioprinter is basically an even more high-tech version of a 3D printer. But instead of a plastic material, the bioprinter uses live cells to print its creations. It can print things like functioning organs for replacements or create tissues for the repair of damaged organs. A bioprinter works a lot like a regular 3D printer. Here's how it works. For a regular 3D printer, people can post designs that they have created on the computer on websites such as this one. In this demonstration, we will be printing an anatomical human heart. From the website, you download the design. You then open the file in a program that connects to the printer. This allows you to make slight modifications to the design, like its size, though depending on the printer, there are limits to how small or big it can be. It also regulates the printer's heat to make sure it doesn't get too hot or too cold. It gives you the dimensions of the object you are printing, and tells you the progress of the creation. The actual printing takes a lot of time, but the total amount of time depends on what design you are printing. The heart took about 2 hours to print, but some can take up to half a day because of their complexity. The printer prints the design layer by layer and melts a plastic material that is constantly fed through the machine to create the object. Here's the finished product.
As you can see, synthetic biology is really cool. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later. As you can see, there's a lot of things that... That was bad. Okay, kind of. Now that you have an idea of what synthetic biology is and what it does, let's... I'm sad. They're really cool. That was bad. Let's not do that. Okay, start again. This is bad. Hundreds being sold, and some of them are even a small. There are really big ones that are used for like an industry. There are really big ones that are used for industry, but there are big ones that are used for industry, but there are also small ones that you can buy yourself, and they are small enough to fit on the desk. You can put them on your desk. That's thank you.